Arif.
So we will move on to the third question. So Zakwan will give you the question.
Okay, I will continue. So, okay, miss, we always hear that communication is important, but when it comes to writing, specifically, I think a lot of people underestimate how crucial it is. So especially in field like public relation, where everything you say can shape how people see a brand or an organization. So like from our understanding, PR practitioners are constantly writing, whether it's a press release, social media caption, emails, or even official statement during serious situations. And I imagine the way something is written can really affect how the message is received by the public. So, I want to ask, based on your experience, we are really curious. So, especially me, I want to know how important writing in your career as a PR practitioner. Maybe you can share a little bit about how it actually affects your day-to-day work. So, that's my question.
Alright, okay, thank you for the question. So, as a PR practitioner, I would say writing is literally number one in this field of work. Okay, it's number one. As much as it's important for you to be able to communicate with people, verbally, physically, right? One of the main, tasks of a PR practitioner is writing or conveying a certain message, right, for our client, whether it be an individual, a company, or organization. And like you said, the way something is written or the way something is phrased affects the outcome greatly, right? So as a PR practitioner, when you get something from your client or whatsoever, a message that needs to be sent out like a press release, you need to ensure that it is conveyed the exact way or it's conveyed to its intended audience. And what I mean by that is, okay, let's say you have a client that does cybersecurity, right? So they want to release a press release and so on, but based on your briefing or whatever materials they provide you, the normal everyday person, the normal layman mungkin tak akan faham pun apa yang nak cuba disampaikan if you just depend on the information, right? So it's your job to make sure that the information gets translated for its intended audience. Okay? So what you choose to write or how you choose to write, even your choice of words is very, very, very important. Especially nowadays, once you write something wrong and it's already out, you delete, you retract back the message, your digital footprint is already there, right? And it can definitely be used against you. In the world of communications or PR or so on, I'm sure you guys have heard of libel, slander, defamation, and so on. And we often see on social media whenever there's something, there's a crisis that pops up, you always wait, or netizens always wait for the PR statement of a certain brand. For example, maybe Chargy or Zeus or so on. And that message is very important because how it's written will tell you everything about what they actually mean in the message. They could say, oh, this is because ABCD. But you, as an intended reader, do you feel like they were sincere in that message? Why do you choose a specific word instead of this word? So everything actually has a strategy. Everything has a meaning. Why they use those words.
So we can see that writing is number one, the
number one.
Very important, because if we deliver a wrong message or wrong technique, that will be will give a bad
effect to our company.
Yes, right. Okay. So that's question number 3. So can we move to the next question?
Okay, so for the question number 4 is, I found out that PR practitioner may face pressure, especially from the clients or management, or also maybe from their own company as well, to present information in a way that may not be fully transparent. So the question is, how do you view ethics in PR, and how you should and how should practitioner handle unethical conduct professionally?
Interesting question. Okay, I think nowadays when we talk about ethics, right, sometimes, as much as I don't really agree with it personally, this is just my personal view. It does not represent the company I work with or so on. Sometimes there's a bit of a grey area in how people manage those ethics. For me personally, I try my best to always uphold those ethics. So when you talk about being pressured, that's a given, whether it be by your clients, my own company, or sometimes, especially, it's very prevalent when you deal with very sensitive information. You have to sign NDAs. So it's not just a matter of ethics. Sometimes it's a matter of the law, because if you break the NDA, the non-disclosure agreement, you could be sued. So I have I think I have one client where I had to sign an NDA. So I cannot talk about that client. I cannot tell people I represent that client, or whatever intended message that they want to send out. It has to be framed entirely different, so that when people see that message, people won't even know that it's actually from them. Yeah. So for me as a PR practitioner, this is also a skill that you will eventually learn as you will pick up as you learn. It's very important to frame something, or you phrase it a certain way. Have you guys ever heard of the term spin doctor?
No, Jack.
Spin what?
Spin doctor.
No.
Okay, so it was a term coined by a very famous PR practitioner. I don't remember. You guys can try to search it up. I think maybe P.T. Barnum could. I'm not sure. Spin doctor. So, pada dengar kaki spin tak?
Kaki spin.
Okay. So, bila orang spin cerita, right, bukannya orang tu menipu kan? Orang tu just ubah. They ubah a bit of the flow, or the choice of words, or the sentences. So it's not like you're lying. You're just kind of withholding certain information that might not be useful for the intended audience kan? Lepas tu, when we are pressured by journalists, right, sometimes they ask us, maybe they ask you about very important questions like company earnings, reporting, or a crisis kan. How the spokesperson jawab, dia bukan jawab sambil lewa sahaja. Dia dah di-train untuk jawab a certain way. So if dia tak nak jawab, dia tak boleh cakap no comment. You cannot say no comment, because if you have no comment, then other people will put the words into your mouth. That's a different way in answering. There's this thing called, you guys will also learn nanti, there's this thing called bridging. So or deflecting. So instead of saying no, you take back that question and you try to rephrase and bridge it into another key message that you cuba nak sampaikan. So it doesn't look like you are trying to avoid the question. It looks like you are trying to shift the focus of the topic.
So even we blank to say something, just say something and you shift to another topic.
You can just say macam, okay, let's say you don't want to talk about numbers. You can probably say macam, I don't have the exact same numbers right now. I can go back and check with my finance report and so on, and we will try our best to get back to you.
Okay, so we're done on our question number 4. So we will move on to the 5th question. So Basirah, okay.
So for the question number 5, we know that we will find a lot of tips available in social media, especially tips about being a PR or someone who just first time in the PR career. So from your perspective, what would be the 3 most important or value advice will you give to someone who just started the PR career?
Okay. Interesting. Okay, I think I will have to think about 3, but I have 1 right now. I think a useful tip that I could give you is establish a relationship, or should I say, be nice to everyone, because the industry is not that big. If you do not burn bridges, because you won't know if you could encounter your new boss, your ex-boss, Or you could even encounter someone who could be a potential client. You could encounter your ex-best friend turned journalist. Lagilah you would need to be friends with them kan? So it's important to not burn bridges and always be okay with everyone regardless. Because sooner or later you will probably also encounter them. A second tip is, for me personally, what I also practice is read the news every day. Whenever I have my free time, I do scroll on social media, but most of the time it's to check on news. Don't just rely on local news. Yes, you can rely on local news to see what's happening locally, but I also like to read regional news because indirectly what happens globally also impacts us, right? Whether it be oil, trade, economics, and so on. Also, I think reading the news gives you a very different perspective on everything. It gives you a fresh perspective for you to understand things that are not usual, like maybe culture, like I said, finance, economics, even how do you say, pop culture, celebrities, influencers, and so on. Yeah. To be very honest, I'm not very keen in handling with influencers and KOLs, but some of my colleagues do enjoy that. So the third one, okay, I think being in this industry, it's very important to be open to criticism. It's about criticism. Yeah. It's a very it's a very fast-paced industry, right? So, macam nak cakap, in this industry, it's not weird lah kalau you kena maki ke, you kena jerit. I don't agree with that personally. Those are just some of the not good ways that some people practice. But other than that, when people give you feedback, it's for you to improve. It's not a personal attack. So the more feedback you receive, the more you will try to learn and change, right? Sebab for me personally, whenever I enter a new working punya company, I always tell whoever I'm reporting to, my boss ke, my manager or whatsoever, if there's anything you rasa that I buat tak betul or I can improve, tell me directly, specifically. So I know specifically kena buat apa untuk berubah. So just always be open.
So kalau if we get a bad review or kena blame on something wrong we doing, just kena tahan, kena firm sikit lah.
I wouldn't say tahan. I would say, okay, you terima that review, you cuba reflect balik, betul ke apa orang tu cakap sebenarnya. Mungkin kadang-kadang in the heat of the moment, bila kita emotional, all we want to do is marah. But that doesn't make sense kan? Takkan every time boss tegur you nak marah balik kan? So kalau you rasa benda tu, you rasa macam, okay, maybe I did do that, cuma I tak sedar. Sometimes what I like to do is I suka checking on my colleagues. You rasa kalau you do something like this, how would you approach it? And sometimes they probably give you the same feedback juga, cuma you je tak sedar. And if you feel like it's unfair, you can always just check in je dengan your boss. Have a chat, have a one-to-one, because at the end of the day, everyone just wants to get the work done. No one wants to at you. Tak siapa nak personally, no one has a vendetta against you. It's just to get the work done.
So means, as a PR student, I have learned that success is not only measured through traditional media coverage, but also through digital metrics like engagement, reach, and audience response. So, how do you measure the success of your PR campaigns? And what metrics or tools do you use in the digital era?
Okay, so whenever we push out something, a campaign or press release, we have to do a report to show our client, to show how it performed and so on. We have our traditional way, which is we do clipping report. So whenever it comes out in the newspaper, social media semua, we will screenshot, we keep it. And we also use a software to track the engagement or the analytics of the particular. So it can have unique visitors, it can have the amount of readership, the circulation of the media and so on. And it differs with different company, but you will also have PR value. So PR value is usually determined if the particular news outlet yang publish you atau the social media yang publish you, dia tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So tier 1 is your top media, which is Bernama, Awani, and so on. If your news comes out on their website, their social media, and so on, they bring a higher value. Okay, when you give PR value to your clients, it has to be translated into ringgit. So they know actually how much their investment lah. They know their ROI, return of investment kan. Let's say they pay you 50,000. So they want to know each coverage ni sebenarnya berapa value. So contohlah, the value is different. Different company practice different values. Tapi contoh tier 1 mungkin dalam kalau dapat dalam bernama Awani top media kan, it could be value at 30,000. So contohlah, kalau you dapat 5 tier 1 media, you can probably already get like 150,000. So that's 3 kali ganda of your client's ROI. Macam tu lah. Tapi it's different. Different companies have different value. So macam kalau social media, we track by the account yang post tu berapa banyak followers. Berapa banyak likes, reposts, shares and so on. So itu yang akan determine the value.
Thank you for your sharing. Moving on to my last question. As we know, issue can spread very quickly on social media and sometimes turn into a crisis. So how do you handle challenge or crisis in PR work?
Okay, I think a lot of people yang mungkin not in PR or comms don't know the first step in handling a crisis. The first step in handling a crisis is to always expect a crisis can happen. Because if you don't expect it, you don't prepare for it. Most people fikir macam alah, it's probably not gonna happen. Or by the time a crisis does happen, you mungkin terkotak-kanting, you tak tahu nak buat apa. You're like, oh, what goes up first? So usually companies will have basically like a communications plan atau SOP lah, a crisis plan. So dalam this crisis book atau document, it contains everything, holding statement. It gives you steps on who to alert, stakeholders. Because when you have a company, it's not just your customers, your stakeholders pun play an important role. Lepas tu dia akan ada hierarchy. So when a crisis happens, who do they inform first? Usually the stakeholders. And then it's very, very important that they issue a statement before orang yang keluarkan statement atau keluarkan andaian dan tanggapan lah kan. Like I said just now, if you don't release a statement, it gives room for misinformation. Okay, can you guys give me an example of a recent crisis, a brand yang mungkin macam cause a problem tapi mungkin kita macam
for me personally, based on my last sem punya subject, I have learned that I did my research on Zara punya fashion brand that the staff is personally shaming towards the plus size person.
oh my god, okay, that's really bad. Yeah, so actually when like that happens, kita as consumer kan, kita akan tunggu macam, oh my god, how will Zara address this issue? Because when they are addressing a statement, it's not like they're just apologizing. You have to address the issue, and then you have to obviously apologize, but you also have to address the next steps. What will you as a company do better? Like we want to know, we don't want just kata-kata kosong, right? It's so easy to just say sorry kan, but we want to know the next steps, what actions. So most of the time you akan nampak macam they would say macam we have put this employee, we have dismiss this employee, itu kalau dia pecat and so on lah. Sebab most of the time kalau you cakap no atau you cakap macam you ignore je, it gives room lah for people to give their narrative. So it's important that you address it first, so you can shape your narrative. You cakap, oh, this happened, we are doing A, B, C. Okay, so people know that you are trying to do better, you acknowledge your mistakes and so on. Sebab yalah, kalau you ignore, yalah, what happens next, right? Sometimes sometimes it gives a bigger impact. Sometimes orang ingat macam alah tak apa, kita senyap je, nothing will happen. Tapi more often than not, it gives a trickling down effect. Orang akan boycott lah, orang akan share. So dah already a bad rap lah kan?
Ya, betul.
It seems like Mia Sarah punya case yang dia kantoi kat club tu, Lepas tu dia
itu kan forever to address kan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it took long time.
Pakai
So we give
Yeah.
a lot
Because
of assumption.
she didn't do something that pause
Clarify
to
something.
clarify something and pausing some dia punya
Statement lah, apa official statement ke dia tak ada buat. So
Okay. Actually, I tak tahu apa the outcome. I saw it lah kat threads kot. I don't remember. But yeah, because she tak cakap, she tak address sendiri, was it her or not. So orang dah cakap lah, oh itu memang perangai dia daripada dulu lah. Oh aku pernah nampak dia kat club. So macam people yang memang mungkin tak follow pun dia, if I just nampak orang tu, aku macam, oh my god, ya ke? I want to know, right? Because I don't know her personally.
So kalau macam tu, macam kes tu, dia kena sebab dia pun famous, dia mesti kena ada orang yang like macam lead dia, what you need to do next kan. Tapi
Usually for KOL dia orang ada manager, tapi macam who handle KOL bukannya PR practitioners tau. You usually only engage them in campaigns. Diorang ada dia punya KOL specialist punya manager, and KOL specialist managers, they're not PR practitioners. Dia akan manage the KOL punya campaigns, payments, schedule and so on. It's very rare that diorang yang akan you patut release statements. Very rare that they do that.
Yeah, because the case also happens last year, right? And the posting on the TikTok is she did not post her posting on on her media platform. Yeah, so that's the.
I mean, yeah, you tengok lah. I mean, even until now you're talking about it, right? Yeah. So macam even if benda tu sebenarnya macam dah terjadi ke apa, people digital footprint is there lah. That's all I can say.
Okay, so I think this is the end of our Q&A session. We only have 7 questions that required for us. So, did anyone have a personal question to ask?
You can ask me anything while I'm still on the line. Mana tahu you guys are curious about anything else ke apa ke.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. So,
Boleh.
you as a PR practitioner, I want to ask you, adakah Miss Sharifah enjoy bekerja dalam this field?
Okay. Actually kan, I have 5 years and sometimes I still do ask myself sendiri that question. So actually kan, the question, okay, the answer for me is always the same. I do enjoy, but what makes my experience different is the people that I work with or the company that I'm in. So I ada je colleagues yang they like PR, they're really good at PR, but tak ada rezeki diorang, they end up with maybe a boss yang tak mengajar, non-supportive colleagues. So most often than not, people think that they don't enjoy PR. They actually just don't enjoy the environment that they're currently in.
Okay. So for my question is, how do you get your experience? Maybe is it you joining companies or agency, or it's just from the interns that after you get your degrees?
Okay, I have this degree. I got to have an internship at KPMG. Do you guys know KPMG?
KPMG.
Where is it located?
KPMG is global. I think they actually have offices across Malaysia. Tapi it's okay, kalau you guys tak tahu, I don't blame you. Sebab I pun did not know KPMG when I got it. You guys pernah dengar tak Big 4? EY, PwC, Deloitte.
Big 4. Big 4 macam dia
accounting firm.
masuk situ dia power lah.
Okay, yeah. So KPMG is one of the Big 4. So they have Deloitte, KPMG, PwC, EY. So mostly accountants suka masuk situ. Memang power accountant lah power. But then kebetulan I dapat rezeki lah. I dapat as employer branding intern. So dia kerja a lot dengan HR, dengan the marketing, dengan the comms department. So everyone wants to masuk there sebab it's a very good company to have on your resume sebab dia memang global presence. Tapi to be very honest, not everyone can work there lah. I personally did my internship and I did not want to continue kat situ lah.
Okay.
It wasn't something that I enjoyed in the environment lah. The benefits semua memang bagus, but I would say you have to really like the company lah if you want to stay there. And then after that, that was my only in-house experience. So dalam PR kan ada in-house dengan agency kan. So people usually pick in-house or agency. So I started off my legit agency experience kat Weber Shandwick. It's a global punya PR punya firm juga. I started off dengan healthcare punya clients as a junior associate. Itu pun, to be very honest, that was my first agency experience. I was there for 6 months sure. And then I got a better offer with this Southeast Asia punya PR agency. So dia ada office throughout Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand semua. And I was there for almost 2 years. That one, I really enjoyed my time there. I everyday dapat bekerja dengan colleagues yang daripada negara lain. So
you assemble kat satu tempat ke dia ada HQ dia?
Dia orang memang ada office sendiri, so we work together collaboratively online lah. So we would have clients yang macam maybe a US client, dia nak penetrate SEA, so dia akan engage dengan the company that I worked with sebab memang dah ada office. Senang to just deal with the agency kan. So I was there for almost 2 years. I masuk as a exec. Then after my 10th month, I promoted to senior exec. And then I was there for like maybe another year, quite if I'm not mistaken. And then I got a better offer. So I pindah ke Hill & Knowlton, which is a bigger company, a global punya agency juga. But diorang dah merge dengan BCW, which is called Person now.
So,
If you guys
so I can say that from the advice you share with us, we also learn the communication skills, staying update with the latest news, with the regional news, lepas tu, and then we need to build a good connection with people, be nice to everyone, take a blame to improve our skills. So overall, this experience, this Google Meet help us understand that PR is not just about creativity but also a strategy, a responsibility and a strong communication skill. So I think that's all from us. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us.
I really appreciate.
Yes.
It's good, no worries. Thank you for inviting me. If you guys ada any follow-up questions, you can just drop me a text.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.